Imagine winning an award that no one from your country has ever won. Now imagine winning 20. In a language the industry said would never work. In a market that said you were invisible. This is the story of BTS. And it doesn't begin with trophies. It begins with a wall. For decades, K-pop existed in a paradox. It was massive in Asia, loved by millions. But to the Western industry, it was as if it didn't exist. The logic was simple and cruel. Americans don't listen to music in Korean. Charts don't make space for Asian artists. No English, no market, no Asian artist had ever won Artist of the Year at the American Music Awards. No one had reached the top of the IFPI global ranking. No one had broken Justin Bieber's streak on Billboard. No one, until 2013. Until 7 boys from Seoul decided not to accept those limits. It all started here. The Billboard Top Social Artist wasn't just a popularity award. It was the award Justin Bieber had won for 6 consecutive years. 6 straight years. Then BTS showed up. With a fandom voting in another language, from another continent, in another time zone. And they won. This wasn't just a trophy, it was a statement. The world was listening, and the industry hadn't realized it yet. 2 years later, they returned to Billboard. But this time, it wasn't the social award. It was top duo/group. Real musical recognition. And BTS became the first Korean group to win a Billboard award in a music category. No longer just fan votes. A win recognized by the industry. The wall was cracking. That same year at the American Music Awards, the first non-English act to win in a pop/rock category. A category built on decades of English music. And 7 Koreans stood on that stage holding the trophy. In Korea, a daesang is the highest honor an artist can achieve. With Love Yourself Answer, BTS didn't just win, they dominated. But the most impressive moment of 2019 wasn't at Billboard. It was at Mama. BTS won all 3 major daesangs in one night. Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, a complete sweep. The IFP tracks the most listened to artists in the entire world. In 2020, BTS reached the top, the first Asian act to lead the global ranking. The MTV VMAs have existed since 1984. For decades, no K-pop group had ever won a major pop category. Then came Dynamite. And with it, the first K-pop win for Best Pop Video. Perfect irony. Dynamite, BTS's first fully English song, won Song of the Year at Melon. Map of the Soul, 7, completed the domination, becoming Album of the Year on Korea's biggest streaming platform. And then we reached the top of the mountain, Artist of the Year at the AMAs, the main award, the most important of the night, and BTS became the first Asian act in history to win it. None of these awards were accidents. Top social artists proved the fandom. That opened doors, created exposure, led to bigger awards, and culminated in Artist of the Year. But behind every trophy, there's a different story. 7 boys rejected. A small company, sleepless nights, songs about pain when the industry wanted something shallow, members thinking about quitting, and choosing to continue. And when they reached the biggest stage, they sang in Korean. Because the victory wasn't despite who they are, it was because of it. So here's the question. If BTS had never existed, how many artists would still be waiting behind that wall? Because what they did wasn't just win awards. It was proving that music has no language, that talent has no borders, that the industry doesn't decide who deserves to be heard. BTS didn't play the game. They changed the rules.